Adiepena Show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.
Adiepena Show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.
Some women, our genital area, no, we have the two opening. The men have just one. So I'm going to talk about the back first, and then I'll come to the one in front. So with the back, like last week, excuse me, we talked about last week now only her. So we talked a lot about that part because I learned some of the men, they don't even know how to clean the back well. So if women, you can use soap to clean the back. To me, it's not advisable to use soap to clean the front, but it's okay to use soap to clean the back. If you are taking a bath, you can use soap whenever to clean the back. And then when we come to the front part, we have two major parts, the labia minora and then the majora. The minora is the front part, the outer part of it that we use our hands to wash whenever we take our bath, and then the inside part is the labia majora. So some women will use certain concussions, what's it called, chemicals and all that in the notion that it's going to keep them tight. I don't know why they do that, but I obiane the officer ope. Now inside honum nyankopon in such a way say there is some sort of alkalinity, and to say we use soap, we use these chemicals and all that. It interferes with the alkalinity that we have, the natural one we have in there. No, Deepak can go say a bit to me cry ama ohonu no nka any ade. And I think to say if you want it to be tight, like you think whatever medicine or whatever chemical you are using over there to make you tight, it doesn't really get tight. It interacts with the alkalinity down there, and it brings you problems. Our sister Roseanne says lemon, baking soda are very good for our mouth. Underarm also use lemon for our female part to kill the bad odor. Thank you so much, Sister Rosine. So Sister Rosine suggested, numuno, you bet to me use lemon and baking soda. Sister Rosine, how do you use the baking soda? Do you have to mix it and then maybe gargle with it, or you can use just the powder? How should we use it, the baking soda? I know the lemon, we can use the juice, but I don't know about the baking soda. So if you can please explain that to us, that would be very, very nice. So, and I think we should use not too cold and not too hot water to clean the down area. No? It's very important that you use, if you can use the cold water, but here sometimes our weather is cold and you can't stand using cold water to bath. So we use warm water kakra. Warm water now they cleaning as honum. Na yinjai sa concussion ne chemicals ne nema na use. So some people will leave their fingers long. I don't know how. Sometimes I don't like putting on artificial nails because whenever I do that maybe once or twice a year, because whenever I do that I don't feel comfortable because I'm not used to it. Some people are used to it, they wear it all the time and they are used to it. So okay, so she came back and said you have to mix the baking soda with water. Oh, you mix with water and then paste. Okay, like you can use it as toothpaste. This are not all the choosing. I'm learning. I have learned one thing from you, Sister Rosine, that it's okay to use baking soda to paste. Thank you so much. And I'm also thinking, say, Bema, your teeth makes the teeth white as well. Okay, so thank you for that. So use cold water or warm water if you can to wash the down bed. And let's talk about your sanitary pad. Whenever you use a sanitary pad, don't just take it off and then roll it and put it in the trash. You have to use some sort of maybe paper towel, old newspaper, something to wrap it up first before you put it in the trash. And don't expose certain things that are not supposed to be seen by others in the trash, so that Abia or man baby you trash from or bedroom. When they come, they see all this bloody stuff around, and I think it's not nice to do stuff like that. Into a man kakra metumi aka wɔ ho no. And then when we take our bath, in between our toes, we have to keep that place dry. Use towels to keep that place there. I know there are a lot to talk about, but I think I have run out of my words. Elder, as a man, what do you think are some of the things that when the women do? Some of we women, ebi mu wɔ hɔ a yɛnwo yɛ anaasɛ we are in a relationship, we try to maintain ourselves, we keep ourselves clean, we dress nicely and all that, but then when we get married, we start having children, then we leave ourselves agile. We don't like take care of ourselves. We are tired, we are this, and always complaining and all that. And I know said a man, it just puts you guys off, like sure are not dressing very neat or yet come and all that. But then as time goes on, you guys are married, there are cases in the relationship and all that, and then the woman wouldn't take care of herself. What do you think? Say there are what do you think are some of the concerns when it comes to hygiene in women that you men take particular, like you are very careful about hygiene when it comes to women?
Okay, thank you, and well done for all the input that you put on earlier on. As a man, like I said earlier on about men, if your husband or the person that you are in a relationship with is coming to, let's say, to kiss you, and the person smells something, sometimes if the person doesn't want to disgrace you, he will just give, like yesterday we attended the wedding, and then after they say you may kiss your bride, the guy went and he did it 2 times. I was just laughing.
And that was it.
That was it. So that's how your husband is going to do to you. But as soon as we come see,
but the point of correction, maybe he is shy, and it's not really like, it's not really like the lady's mouth was.
The guy was shy. So for me, I didn't blame the guy because the lady is shy, the guy
was shy.
So they just and then said, "Oh, you didn't kiss her, kiss her." They did it the same way, and I was just laughing. So if these people are shy and they are just getting into marriage, so they will do it behind the closed doors. Now we are talking about closed doors. Closed doors, that's what the guy is going to do to you, like it happened yesterday in public. Because
let me come in here. You think this is what is really going to happen, even if they are on their own, or you think something can change?
No, the two of them, it will change. It will change. Because they are going to go like a cat and a dog. Because I can see that both of them are virgins. So they have no idea. But the counsel that they have been counseled, maybe the counselor didn't tell them that when you are going to kiss the lady in public. You know, sometimes things comes on at
Yeah.
random, and then you get confused. You don't know what to do. That's why this accidental kissing. If I may describe it, I would say this accidental kissing.
Okay.
So if you are a woman and you don't take care of your teeth, the same thing will happen to you in a matrimonial home. And then you, the woman, will go out and tell other people, this is kwesi, Missy also mukra on Fimano. Can I no kwesi dinanu triama no, I chain wa, on beso betu, a chain more bra, as from Rodri, Nadia, or the Anubama no, I am said, yeah, Nebano often after home, mammy pegino, and yo quesia, when numua, when num, bibiaba when num. Like I said earlier on, sometimes even we are going to church in the morning. Like back home here, we don't have time to eat in the morning before we go to church. But back home, this woman will get up, cook for the men, and then they will eat some also. And then they go to public. And then the artist, you remember, you wash your teeth before you eat the food. So you are going out, wash your teeth. And then even if you have brushed your teeth before your husband came home, maybe you were sleeping. Maybe you were sleeping. Maybe your husband, like me, when I was back home, sometimes from work, I will go to church. And sometimes if my wife doesn't come, and then the church will finish around 9:30, before I go home, she's sleeping. If your husband comes, if you are a sensitive person, there are some people, as soon as they close their mouth and take a nap an hour, their mouth starts to smell. So if you know you have that sensitive mouth like that, as soon as your husband comes in, get up. Get up. Even if you cannot brush the whole teeth, just take a little toothpaste, put it in your mouth, and then wobble it around the mouth, and then rinse it and throw it away, so
Or
that will
use
bring you a fresh
mouthwash.
smell. Yes. Or just, even if you don't have money to buy the mouthwash. Like somebody said earlier, when you have lemon, you can just squeeze the lemon a little bit and then rinse your mouth with the lemon, and that's it. Every scent goes away. So there are basic things that women do, like you said, Connie. If we come there and the place is good, anytime we want to come there, even if we are at work, we look at the time, we wish that we can push the clock. And the
You
time,
can't
let's say,
go.
yeah, so that the clock will run, let's say it's 11. And then I remember how good it was yesterday. The food, the way you talked to me, the way you treated me on bed. So, whereas I'm at work, I'm trying to do everything so that I may come home and then see you and get what you have. So, all that I'm saying is the women, like Connie said, some of the women, like myself, I myself, whenever I have shower, I don't have shower, get up from the shower, clean myself, and then go. Sometimes I turn on the fan and then clean everywhere. Let the fan, because I'm a bigger man, I let the fan my under everywhere before even I put anything on myself. Because I don't want to put anything, then wear the boxer shorts and take it out and let the dog take the boxer short away. So as a woman, women have more. One of my friends, let me say it, he said, this lady has more meat.
Right.
A friend of mine, he's a Cambodian, he said, this lady has more meat. When he sees a person big, whether you are a man or a woman, he said, this person has more meat. Because of the nature that most of the women are mold. Like you said earlier on, whenever you have shower, don't let it close to the time that you are rushing out. And then even nighttime when you have shower, whether the light, now I know the doomsaw is almost back in Ghana. Take just your clothes and then lie down. You can open whatever you want to open and then fan yourself. Fan yourself. Just a minute, everything will dry. Everything will dry. So as soon as you fan yourself and everything dries up, and then you do whatever a woman needs to do, then the man comes in. Sometimes even if you go there, even if you put your head down, you don't want to take it because the place smells so good. And sometimes the tap also, the tap. Some of the women, they have it bigger, and then they don't know that whenever they have shower, they have to just open it, let it dry. Let it dry, let the fan work. Even if there is no fan, like I said, you can use one hand, hold it, and then just fan it. And then you finish, you come to the right side, do likewise. And then that place becomes dry. So if you are breastfeeding the guy in the nighttime, the guy feels so comfortable. But if the place is not good, it's like you want the child that you don't want the child to suck the breast anymore. You bring it because you have put that kakai on the top. It will be like kakai to the guy. As soon as you bring, the guy take off. Oh, he doesn't like me anymore. When we get married, when I saw him, this is how he used to. Because you have changed. That's why he too has changed. So the more you keep yourself clean, the more, like I said about the hair, if there are some women who are very hairy, if you know you are very hairy, take care of it. Every now and then, 2-3 days, you take care of it. 2-3 days, because if in a relationship, if the guy comes and as the private part, if the hair is up, is growing, and you know when Jackie is coming, sometimes Jackie doesn't know there's a hair there, and it goes inside, it will be very painful. It will be very, very painful. So in order to avoid all those things, like you said, some of the women, they are cooking instead of covering their hair, or after finishing everything, taking that off. Now we have so many things. Just five CDs, 10 CDs, you can get something, and then you spray back, so that when he comes home back. One thing that I have seen, that most of the women, when they are going out, they take care of themselves. But when they are sleeping, they don't take care of themselves. It is rather the other way around. You are not going to see anybody that you are going to marry outside if you are in a relationship. The person that you have a relationship is in the house. So if there is cleanliness, that is after godliness, it should be in the house. It should be in the house. Some women, when they have children, and let me say it this way, I was raised by my mother. Most of the times I was with my mother more than my daddy. We were living in the same house, but my mother moved and lived in another house. So 75% I was with my mother. So some of the women, they don't know how to gather things around. You know, back home, we normally live with 4 children in one bedroom. And then you see dirty things here, dirty things over there. Instead of telling the children, wash your clothes, do this, and they will not wash it, and they will not help the children to wash it. So if that man goes to another area, if that man goes somewhere and sees something, then he comes to say, Mami cry, don't let your husband have that second thought. And like you said, if the woman decide getting children, when I was thinking about this topic, I remember those women who have children and those who sell food outside, and then they have little kids. I remember long ago in the 70s when we were in school, if a woman who sells food in the school, and then he brings a little child and little child does something, you know what I'm talking about, and the woman is cleaning, nobody want to buy food from that woman again. So if outside people doesn't want to buy food, what about the inside people? We too, we don't want to buy food from you. So there are some women, when they are going to cook in the morning, as soon as they get up from bed, they don't do anything about themselves. They just get up and then go and stand in the kitchen. And some people have sensitive bodies. It is not fault of theirs. As soon as it's 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9, 10, they haven't had shower. You see that their body has something that I don't want to say. So if you are a woman like that, like she said, better have shower before you start the day. And then as soon as you finish, then you have your shower again. And then night time you have your shower. in order to avoid somebody coming close to you and then smelling something. There are certain things that women also do, like some women, when they use the restroom, they just come and then, as if nothing has happened, wash your hands, mama, wash your hands. Even if you don't have soap around, just wash your hands. And then there are other people too, before they cook, they don't wash their hands. You know, there are some men that are so sensitive that if you are cooking, they look at you, even the way you are standing there, the way you carry yourself to do the cooking. Even if you cook the food, no matter how good cook you are, the man will not eat the food. He just put his hand here and there, touch one or two things because he has brought the smell of the food because of you. So he doesn't have the appetite to eat the food. So keep your body clean. Don't say, I just get up, I'm cooking before I go and take the shower. Take the shower first. Do the cooking. And then the food will be presentable. You present the food, even if you are not eating together. Then you go and have another shower. Not just do this everything like you did earlier on. You can just cover yourself with something. And then all the time you smell so good. You know, men, the same thing with women. If you smell so good, even if you are passing by, we just talk the backside. We just touch you as if you are the only woman in the whole wide world. When you move, we look at you. When you come, we look at you. And anytime we are yearning and desire to have you around us.
Right.
So the more that you keep your body so clean, so desirable, we desire you. We desire you. So be desirable. You know, goldsmith, whenever you will never go to a goldsmith and then you see the gold, they put it anywhere. Even if it's a finished product, they know how to preserve it. If they are beginning to do it, preserve yourself like a gold, pure gold, well defined. Let you be, look at where they sell diamond rings and gold rings in this country, USA here. Where they sell it, they have cameras all over. They have tight security. They have everything. Women are like that. And you are more precious than gold. Be like a defined gold or defined diamond. Be so precious that every time your man goes out, he will see those ladies around him. He will see those women who want to entice him around him. But yes, still, because the way you carry yourself and the way whenever he sees you new. Yesterday, when we went to a wedding, the pastor said something. He said he was telling the young man to look at the lady. He said they are both young, in their 20s. He said, look at this picture. Carry this picture in your head all the time. So let that picture that the man saw the first time that he met you, let that picture boldly be imprinted in the heart plate of the man, both in the man and in the heart, so that everywhere he goes, you know, or train me. What about this lady? What I'm going to do with this woman, so that you will be so desirable. So these are some of the things that I want to share. Like when you are preparing the food, don't let things be around everywhere. There are some of the women when they are preparing, let's say fufu, or fufu obeja banchi, obeja bode, obeye se ne nyina gu no de aduane siga so no oye ni say me wade bi na me maame osi efe ne sujafo osi efe say jantrafo nkwan no de nkwan na siga so na papa hu sabre na gas ni ho no obom hu na abene na nkwan ehuru faso ebu faso sa na sisi a ebu mfumpa abene no ka se nkwan na abene emene nkwan na mene enunti wadua ne yemu ma be ma ne hunu sa yetete o wonu aduane ye nso a ewiase ni bia no ekachi bibia so obi di mfia aduane motimi ko school ya aduane ye wetini akọ school we are baba. If you are a young woman, you don't know how to cook. If you are a young woman, you don't know how cleanliness is next to godliness. Go to somebody that you trust. Call that person in like an older woman. Explain to the older woman how to carry yourself in the bathroom. how to carry yourself in your kitchen, how to carry. You said, Mama, I don't know how to do it. We learn. But there are so many people, they don't want to learn anything because of the little education that they have, because of the little job that they have, because of pride. They don't want to go down and learn. Every day, every night, we learn. We learn, like I said all the time. Yesterday was history. Today is what we have seen. And tomorrow is our future. So we stand upon the history that we had yesterday, look into the present, and then jump into the future. So we learn. So ladies, I'm telling you, if you are somebody who is slender, slim, you also know how to carry yourself. Know how men, we don't like smell. The same thing that women cannot take a smell. There are some women that whenever their children do something on the side, you know what I'm talking about. Instead of stopping everything to go and take care of, he will tell the children, no, say, and then she will not have time to even pay attention to it. So then the man comes home and everything, you say everything, yama. So as soon as the man enters the house, you see your man throwing insults on you. Then you say things that I cannot say it on you. And everything that the man will say, then you sit down. Akwe won't pay me bill. Akwe what you say. Love yourself and people will love you. The Bible says whatever you sow, you will reap. So if you reap cleanliness, everybody will look at you and look at you clean. If you are dirty, the same thing you carry yourself, like the Bible says, if as a man thinks, so he is. So if you see yourself clean, and then you clean yourself, everybody will look at you clean, and everybody will clean you with a clean language. So this is what I want to say. Maintain.
Sorry, I was on mute. And I watch my baby. Who say men very, very objective to say be as a man who be now or catch na. Then she finds it so offensive. Say, I mean, so we had the na say na so we be I mean fancy Bema if you remember. My Bonsam kwala ofi omo di agro. Twice Montarian that no catch us as a bad time you should be as a unyasa and reno kakrano as a so catch kwalano, and when they don't do it maybe a time or call an assessor, take it upon yourself to like pick around the house and make the house clean. Nisa if you mom penisa or not on yet Beman so banner because say as mercy, if you have to say, Nani Buefu, and now sorry, and now Casamani, and now we say, then they get offensive, say, or more offended, say, your friend is saying, or Bema and Apa can say, or cleaning after, and also cleaning the surroundings and necessity. I also want to add the fact, say,
Adiepena show.
Innovate, inform, and inspire.